Here's an interesting offer for you this Thanksgiving, a free helpline to make sure that you're cooking the bird right. Don't want to mess up the bird if you're hosting Thanksgiving. And also, if you want to make some new friends, they can help with that too. So tell us more about it. We have Tara Rose joining us, who is with Butterball Turkey. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Thank you and happy opening day. Today's the first day of the talk line for 2023. Excited to be here to help our cooks out there.
Yeah, and some people need that help, but we're glad to know that it is there just in case they do need it. A lot of people may not realize, Sarah, that this is actually something that you've been offering for decades. How does this work exactly?
Yeah, so it started out 1-800 Butterball, and this is our 43rd year. And we've been helping cooks, just by a phone call, simple phone call. There is no cost to call us and get great advice and expert advice with 50 other experts that can help you. We now offer texting and chat, email. We have a wonderful website, butterball.com, that can provide you with all kinds of great information.
Yeah, lots of information to have there. Do you make house calls at all, or is it just over the phone and through messaging?
Yeah,
It might be
no,
some
yes,
extreme
just by
situations that we see
by
where people need you to stop by.
yes. Well, people need us more than ever, I think, and we know, Butterball is about bringing people together, togetherness, and that is one of our core principles. And we know that there is 20% of our folks out there that will celebrate Thanksgiving by themselves or not at all. So this year we are partnering with Bumble for Friends, and it's a great way for people to meet a group for Friendsgiving and to celebrate that way. And if you go and visit um, a website, your findyourtable.com, findyourtable2023.com, I should say, then you will get all the great information about Butterball and how the Bumble for Friends works, and then also information about our virtual tours that we're doing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, but Butterball teaming up with Bumble, great inclusion there. How are you feeling about seeing this kind of roll out this year just to help people to make sure that they can have a great Thanksgiving? Because I imagine that this can
I
be a
think it's
little
awesome. Yeah,
intimidating.
Bumble for Friends is just a great, it's an almost a natural, um, you know, partnership, just like Butterball Turkey at Thanksgiving. We've been celebrating the center of host table for over 70 years. And Bumble for Friends seems to have the avenue to help people come together and get their friend group. So I think it's awesome.
All right, so walk us through your process. When you have your Thanksgiving dinners, how do you make sure that you have the perfect turkey?
Okay, well, the perfect turkey, obviously, to start with a Butterball turkey, and they come in many different sizes and styles, depending on what size your group is. And we know that um, groups this year are going to be at pre-pandemic levels, and the average group size is 9. So then you want to, if you're buying a frozen turkey, you want to allow enough time that you thaw your turkey properly. So it's 24 hours, so one full day for every pound of turkey. And you want to make sure that you allow enough time. And if you don't have maybe freezer space, you could always get a fresh turkey, and those are in stores now. And then once you do that, we have what we call is our open pan method, our tried and true method that will result in a beautiful golden brown turkey. And that simply is you take your fresh or your thawed turkey, you spray it with some oil, and then you put it in your pan with your coil of foil. And that's simply just a piece of foil that I've rolled up and put into a ring shape. And that elevates your turkey off the bottom of the pan so all the heat can go around the turkey and heat evenly. And then, of course, a thermometer. You want to make sure that you take the temperature. So there are 3 temperatures that you could possibly take, and that would be in the breast area is 170, the thigh down here is 180, and of course, if you stuff it, and then that would be 165. And then, of course, really important, you want to make sure that you let your turkey rest once it comes out of the oven, because if you cut it too soon, and I know people are waiting and they're dying to eat their turkey because the whole house smells delicious, but you really must wait about 15 or 20 minutes. And that if you don't, your turkey is going to shred. So you want to be patient and, of course, slice and enjoy. And then You, of course, after 2 hours, want to have the rest of the meat sliced off and put into the refrigerator. That's a food safety tip.
All right, sounds pretty foolproof. Now, on the internet, we've seen what they've deemed struggle plates every year, where it's not too appetizing. Sometimes the turkey looks like leather, looks like it has the texture of jerky, possibly. Any common mistakes that people make and can avoid?
Well, I would say starting with the number one, again, I've been here for 20 years, and number one question we get every year is how to thaw my turkey, or my turkey isn't thawed. What should I do? Having a turkey, if it's frozen, having it thoroughly thawed will give you even cooking results. And then again, back to our thermometer and make sure you have an accurate one. You want to make sure that your temperatures are 170, 180, and 165 in the center of the stuffing, if that's what you're doing. And that will assure that your turkey is cooked and not overcooked.
Okay, real quick, want to also mention again that collaboration with Bumble, because you mentioned that we're going to see pre-pandemic numbers for celebrating. So this is a great way to bring people together. And in case you don't have a lot of people to bring, you can meet someone, right?
Yes, Bumble for Friends is going to be a great source. We again invite our friends out there to findyourtable2023.com, and it'll walk you through how you can find your table. And you may have moved to the area, maybe your life has style has changed a little bit. Those are some reasons where you want to find another friends group.
Okay, it sounds like you've got plenty of experience. You know what you're doing. Last question, what time should I be there with my plate?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we are working on Thanksgiving Day. I don't know if you knew that, but we are all here working to help everyone who has a question or concern. And my family back at my house will be cooking. So that's my Friendsgiving.
Well,
My
Tara
Friendsgiving is here.
and Butterball, thank you. You're doing God's work because people are ruining turkeys every year. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And once again, if you are having that turkey emergency, Butterball can help you until Thanksgiving. That number again is 800-288-8372. Tara Rose, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.